So I'm just gonna, oh my god, I can never get the, oh there we go. Okay, use the shimmer. Okay, so this is the finished look. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I haven't been on here in ages just because I haven't really had any ideas for videos, but Heartbreakers have just released a load of new mini eyeshadow palettes for Valentine's Day, so I'm going to be doing a video on those. I'm also trying to record with an external mic today, so I don't know how that's going to go, but my audio on this camera is just awful, so I've set up a little camera here next to my brand new laptop that I've just financed £1,000 for, so I thought I'd put it to good use by making a new video and trying to up the production quality a little bit. But I am testing the new Heartbreakers palettes and a few other bits that they released in that range, but I'm also going to do a full face as well just because I haven't done one in ages and I thought it would be a good idea to do in today's video. So I'm just gonna adjust the camera. This is probably where it like puts me out of focus again. So the primer I've been using lately is the NYX Honey Dew Me Up and it's really hydrating. The only thing I don't like about it though is the like applicator thing. It just doesn't put enough on my face for my liking, but one won't do. And then that leaves my skin quite nice and tacky as well. So the foundation that I've been using a lot lately is the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation, and I actually got colour matched in store with this one and the guy was like really good, like he instantly like knew what colour would match me, which I was very impressed by. But the shade I've got is 20NN and it just looks super natural, like you'll see when I put it on, but I'm loving this foundation. So I forgot to dampen my sponges, so it didn't blend as well as normal, but it still looks quite natural, which is what I normally like in a foundation. Very kind of, it's like in between matte and dewy, but yeah, I just really love this foundation at the minute. And then next for concealer, I will go in with the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. I think this is the supersized version, but I'm not 100% sure. But I just pop this under my eyes to conceal my dark circles. And kind of on my chin normally because I've got this little like blemish that's really annoying, and a bit on my forehead to kind of brighten it up there for some reason. Okay, so now that's my, I swear to god, my camera looks ski-whiff, like this footage is probably going to be awful, but anyway, my base is done. This I need to powder, so I picked up this peach baking powder. It's not part of their new collection, but it is in the cutest packaging and I haven't used it yet, so I thought I would also test it in today's video. I mainly picked it up because of the packaging. I'm not too sure if it's the kind of thing I want because I've got the Revolution Pro Hydra like matte one, but the flashback on it is like the worst flashback you've ever seen in a powder. It was honestly the most embarrassing thing. So this, I mean, this probably does have flashback, but it might not be as bad. So I'm just gonna, oh my god, I can never get the, oh there we go. Okay, also for Christmas I got the Real Techniques like fluffy sponge thing for powder, and oh my god, it really does apply my powder so well. I used to use just like my blending sponge for like foundation and stuff, but this literally works so much better. So I'm just gonna pick up a little bit on my sponge. It looked kind of yellowy. I don't know if peach was the colour or the scent, because they had a banana one as well, which obviously would have been more yellow, but hopefully the colour will be okay. So I'm using it as more of a like setting powder rather than a baking powder, because it does say on the box baking powder, but I don't really bake and I'm not going to do that today. But it seems pretty decent. It looks a little bit drying, but honestly not the worst powder I've ever tried. It's like pretty mediocre. I'll probably use it again. And it actually smells of peaches, so I rate it for that. And then because I don't have a new bronzer, I'm just going to use the one I normally use, which is, it's called Extra Toasty, and it's the one out of the Too Faced, what was it? Too Faced Cookie House Party. I did a video on it, so I'll link it like in that little top box there. But yeah, I really love this. I haven't stopped using it since I bought it. It's just like a nice natural colour, so I'm just going to pop some of that on and then crack on with what this video is even for. Like, the new I Heart Revolution makeup is so cute. Okay, so that's the base out of the way, and I bought almost the entire collection of this stuff because it was just so cute. So I bought one of the blushes, because obviously I don't need all three, and one of the highlighters, and then all 6 of the eyeshadow palettes, because I think they're supposed to be a dupe for the Colourpop ones. So I picked up the blush in the shade Inspiring, just because I thought that would probably be better for my skin tone. They did have a darker one and a lighter one, so I'm kind of in the middle, I think. But it comes with 2 shades of blush. They're both really matte, which I think I prefer like more of a shimmery blush, but we'll see how we get on with this. So I just applied a mix of the 2, and they're not overly pigmented, but I feel like that's kind of a good thing because you wouldn't really want a shade like that to be really pigmented, so I do quite like that. It's not too overpowering, also it's not too matte. Like, I thought the matte would kind of like dry me out, but it's actually fine. And then I picked up the highlighter in Spirited again because the shades look like they'd probably be better for me. Again, this one is split into 2. This side does look quite dark. I don't really know. I'll do a quick swatch of those because I don't know if I'll be able to use the darker side. Actually, they both come up, I don't know if you can see that, but they both come up really nicely. The darker side isn't actually as dark as it looks in the pan, so I'm going to actually try that on my face. Oh, that's actually really pretty. I wasn't expecting it to look like that because it literally looks like it would show up brown on my face, but that's actually probably the kind of shade I'd normally go for anyway. I really like that. It's not too glittery either, which I love, because I don't know about anyone else, but I hate a glittery highlighter. It just looks like you've smacked a load of glitter on your face basically. And then I'm going to take the lighter shade from that duo and pop that in my inner corners and just underneath my brows. Okay, so those 2 products actually I really like. They both come in the really cute Heartbreakers packaging. Really decent products, obviously. As expected from My Heart Revolution, I've never really had a problem with any of their products, so I am not disappointed. And now for the main event. I am going to have to do all these swatches separately because it would just take me forever right in the middle of the video to do the swatches now. But we have 6 of the Heartbreakers mini palettes. There's I'll do close-ups and everything separately, but there's a purple one which is really nice. It kind of reminds me of like Parma Violets and stuff like that, if you see what I mean. Like, I really like that. Then there's a pink one, which I almost didn't get because I do have a very similar palette by I Heart Revolution like this, but I thought I'd pick it up to complete the collection anyway. And then there's this one, which is like really nice, natural, everyday shades. This would be so useful for just like popping in your handbag and just taking with you, because it just like has everyday shades in there. So that one was really handy. And then the other 3, this is kind of what made me pick it up in the first place. This green one looks so cute and I think looks identical to a Colourpop one. I'm not 100% sure which because we don't really have Colourpop in the UK, but I'll try and find it and like pop a picture up here to compare. But I really liked the green one because I don't have any green eyeshadows and I just thought it would be nice to have that. Also, I don't know if the audio is picking it up because I've literally never used this microphone before, but there is a storm outside and I really hope that that doesn't pick up on my microphone. And then there's the blue one. This one, again, really beautiful. That like gold shade in there looks lush, so I think I'll probably do a separate video for the green and blue ones because I just feel like they deserve a separate video. And then there's the red one, which has your like bright reds, and I was expecting the yellow to be a bit brighter. Like online it looks a lot brighter than that, but it's more of like a dark mustard, but it's still pretty. So for today's video I think I'm just going to use the natural looking one called Majestic, just because I really like the shimmers in there and I kind of just want to go for a more neutral look today. But I will probably do a different video featuring like the brighter palettes because I really want to play around with those. But today I'm going to stick with this one. So I think I'm going to start off with this. I don't know if you can see it from there, like it's such a tiny palette, but this like warm toned brown in the outer corner of my eyes, and then try and blend that this way, if you know what I mean. And then I'll probably take that one closer to my inner corner and middle of my eye, and then I think I'm going to use the shimmer like pretty much all over. Okay, so that shade's on. I don't know how I managed to do it so unevenly, but it blended really nicely. There's no fallout at all. The only thing I would say is they're a little bit drying, but that's only if I'm being fussy. So I'm just going to go ahead and go straight into that peachy shade, just like here. Okay, so I didn't realise, also apologies if you can hear my mum drying her hair in the background, that will stop in a sec. But I didn't realise, but that shade is actually like mainly a shimmer, which looks really, really pretty. But I do want to test out one of the glitters, so I'm going to go straight over that, kind of try and do a cut crease with my finger, I think, because I don't want it to be too like complicated. I just want to do like a really easy look, just to like kind of get back into makeup, I guess, because I've kind of like, I haven't touched eyeshadows in so long, so I've almost forgotten what I'm doing with them, so I'm just going to keep it really simple for today's video. So I'm just taking that shade there and literally applying that with my finger. Okay, so that one's applied and I feel like that looks so like soft and pretty. I actually really like how this look's turned out, despite it just being like the most thrown together look ever. The gold is very, very yellowy, which is quite surprising for a very like soft neutral palette like that, but I think it kind of works. Yeah, I really like that. I'm really impressed with the quality as always. I heart Revolution, Revolution Pro and Revolution never fail to disappoint, so I'm not even surprised, but I really like that palette so far. I'm just going to add a bit of the really dark brown shade in the bottom corner there, just to my lower lash line, just to kind of like emphasise my eyes a little bit. And then I'm going to add some mascara and be back with my final thoughts. Okay, so this is the finished look. I am very happy with how it turned out actually. It looks very soft and natural. Sorry, I'm looking for my mirror. All the makeup just looks nice. I'm happy with it. I'm not sure about this lipstick colour on me though. I just bought this one. It's like the Too Faced Melted Matte. What shade is this? Child Star. But I think it might be a bit too pale for me. But other than that, I'm very happy with the I Heart Revolution makeup. I will definitely be doing another video featuring the more like out there palettes because they just have so many pretty ones. I'm especially excited about the green and blue ones, so I'll be doing a video on there, so feel free to subscribe. I am currently in the middle of redoing my room kind of, so I'll hopefully be doing a video on that because I feel like that'll be such a satisfying video to watch and also edit. So be sure to subscribe if you did enjoy this video and want to see like home and decor stuff from me, because that will hopefully be coming soon. But again, thank you for watching today's video and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!